We've got Desmond Ridder. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Falcons and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold him a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 5 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
2nd down and 3. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The Falcons are 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Right. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Right. Now a short one to Gesicki. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A throw over the middle, taken in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he did not make play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Short completion, just 4 yards. This will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
They gave him the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Right. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. Once again, back in front. Point after here coming up. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here's Ritter. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And London, the motion man right. 1st down, here's Ritter. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ready, go. Ready?
Ritter back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Commander. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Powering forward, pushing his way through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ritter to throw it. He's to the 15. And finally wrestled down at the 11. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
Ritter. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Ritter now. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Right. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Right. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called. Seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. C.J. Stroud has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Trevor Lawrence, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Tyler Algier, a touchdown run in the victory. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And London, the motion man right. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Ridder off to play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing on second and long. Ridder firing quickly here, and that's complete. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Ridder will set up to throw it. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. To about the 26 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Back to throw, Ritter. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he found that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
Come on, set.
Ritter from the gun. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw is right on third down. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On play action, here's Ritter. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Going play action. Ritter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A give to Robinson on the option. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
Ready?
Robinson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown and 1. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Extra point by Cooper, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Right, throwing on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Robinson up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. A great effort there.
rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now Wright, throwing to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's Wright from the gun on 3rd down. That was short one to Gesicki, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right now, operating from the gun. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw is Wright. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So out come the Falcons now.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
On the double. Ready?
Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the